Hey everyone, welcome back to Mile from Home. Today, we are boarding the MS Dixie II for a round-trip cruise across Lake Tahoe to Emerald Bay. We'll head into Zephyr Cove, park the car, and walk up to the dock. This is easily one of the most scenic experiences on the lake, and you'll see why. The MS Dixie cruise departs from Zephyr Cove Resort, just a few miles north of South Lake Tahoe. We arrived on a warm weekday morning, and even with a full hour to spare, parking was already filling up. Once the parking lot is full, the gate closes to all entering vehicles. There are no exceptions. Parking costs $12 and they don't accept cash, so have a card ready. Once you are parked, you'll head towards the ticket booth, which is a very close walk. But here's a time-saving tip. If you bought your tickets online, there's no need to wait in line at the ticket office. They'll scan your QR code right from your phone at the boarding gate. Only stop at the ticket booth if you need to purchase tickets or make changes. Seating is first come, first serve, and passengers start lining up early. We saw folks already in line nearly an hour before departure. The Dixie staff will take a quick photo just before you board the boat. These photos can be purchased at any time during the duration of your cruise. Boarding opens up about 30 minutes beforehand, so if you are aiming for a good seat up top or by the rail or inside near a window, get there early. Once you pass the ticket booth, it's a short walk down to the dock. There was a light breeze across the lake, and with the mountains rising all around, the scenery already felt worth the trip. The Dixie waits quietly at the end, and even before stepping on board, you get the sense this is going to be something memorable. Since I was one of the first ones to board, I went up to the second floor right away, where it was calm, empty, and quiet. It was just me and a few crew members as the boat began to wake up, as we were the first cruise that day. There's a full bar and food options available if you are interested. I found this area to be a great place to settle in before the crowds came aboard. In this area, there's a small stage up front that appears to be used for live music. However, on this trip, we didn't see any performances. We grabbed a nice refreshing drink at the bar and found a table with a view. This was the perfect way to settle into the cruise, with a drink in hand, mountains out the window, and the lake all around. Later, I wandered into the gift shop and back toward the rear of the boat. This is where you can look through big panoramic windows and watch the Paddlewheel in motion. It's one of the small touches that adds to the charm of this whole experience. If nothing else, Visit the gift shop to take a look outside the window and get a glimpse of that massive paddle wheel. Cruising across the water gives you a whole new appreciation for just how massive Lake Tahoe really is. The lake holds around 39 trillion gallons of water. To put that into perspective, if you were to drain Lake Tahoe into the state of California, it would cover the entire state in about 14 inches of water. That's just how much water we are talking about here. Although Lake Tahoe is known for its size, the clarity of the water is what really stands out. On a clear day, you can see over 70 feet below. The lake itself is more than 2 million years old, carved by glaciers and shaped by tectonic faulting. It's one of the oldest and most pristine lakes in North America. I spent some time exploring the rest of the boat. The upper outside deck was hands down the most popular area. People were snapping photos, soaking in the sunshine, sipping drinks, all with the Sierra backdrop surrounding them. And just a heads up, there's no covered seating up top, but plenty of space to stretch out and enjoy the ride. Just make sure to bring sunblock. There was a second bar located on the upper outside deck, but it wasn't open on our cruise, probably due to the lighter weekday crowd. As we entered Emerald Bay, things started to quiet down a bit. It's one of those places that makes everything pause, almost like the lake is catching its breath. And you see that little island over there? That's Finette Island, the only island in all of Lake Tahoe. And that stone building on top, that used to be a tea house. Back in the 1920s, a lady named Laura Knight, who built the nearby Vikings Home Castle, would row her guests out there for afternoon tea. Hands down, this stretch was a highlight of our MS Dixie cruise. Everyone seemed to find their own little oasis here, whether it was gazing out at the boats, taking in the views, marveling at the vast Sierra Mountains, or just staring down at the crystal clear water. It was a chance to take it all in. As we left Emerald Bay, the views stayed just as stunning. Ridge lines in the distance, pine trees lining the shore, the paddle wheel quietly churning behind us as we made our way back. And just like that, we were pulling back into Zephyr Cove, wrapping up what felt like a perfect morning out on the lake. Thanks for coming along for the ride. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment if you've ever taken this cruise, or if it's now on your list. See you next time, right here on Mile from Home.